because he was our first president, you know. We are there Adebia Obekaino. But he was not an ordinary first president. Or yeah, Obia Obabedi or mine or so. So we need first election in 1951. You two now Bengu 1966. So you're corrupt on your papa. Now why his death? To a coup d'etat by Koteka in Africa.
Oh, okay.
And then in 1967, the following year, Koteka was killed in an abortive coup. Wow. And then they named the airport after him. But in Nkrumah's lifetime, when he built the airport, he rather suggested it should be named after Asantewaa. And because of the Matemamu and CPP fight, the Ashantis rejected it. And what kind of TV so I know Mubuefu? Now, Mr. Me wouldn't tell some of the ADC. Never. And I would never do that. Me wouldn't tell to say history na yensiano. Inti na sa de we Nkrumah kan anya Asantewaa that time na the king of Ashanti Prempeh II. And then now two more his people were against it. So when him say Asantini ba ya de dimba to up and uncle CPP ni baby.
Wow. So they didn't see the honor in naming such a monument after.
They only looked at the political university you see this year. And mom. And the next one he wanted to do for them, they also refused it. When we say Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, Nankaya Konfanochi Medical University.
It would have been a university.
It's on Kumasi Benya, the only city then in West Africa, what two universities. Oh, Russia Fanabesi University, a medical university there. I can medical center be university. Until London no call. Be quite junction mu ho nyina be quite run be quite chiri pa
cultural center ho nyina matese ho nyina
na ka ho na omuso wo mompe hospital no kro mompe enti G no eya company ho G construction company omu na eya adwuma
na me bisa se lint na mo fe
G construction company no mu ye adwuma abrofo ye adwuma na kumasefo pa wo mu abo ha onti adi soldiers and the protect wo and Nkrumah said once it's a hospital it's for everybody. So, Kwembiaso, the second largest city in Ghana, there's no way I met to me, I say, hospital, anyhow. There should be a referral hospital there to save innocent souls. Now, after the hospital, the university, they won't get it. Wow. Because we knew my junior went, and I no call KNUST. Until also, the kind of TV is not Asantewaa. I didn't see there's a wubufu. It's a mistake you made. It's a mistake you not. Nyankopon kura punish or sign punish here. When he said, Prempeh II Kaya, Womo Entia. The man was not happy, says, Matemo won't talk on any Accra, any second dita crade, any Kekos, or no Nassas. He was never happy because he was not a member of CPP, he was not a member of any
political party.
No, not trouble, and there be a kumini power, Kumasna near Janssen, so no Asantewaa Kumu. Because whether you are Ashanti CPP or Ashanti Matemo, you are killing your brother.
Ashanti.
And yan the decra. Now, especially airport, there no 1 year to mono. Now, 1967, Yokum Kotoka. Now, after that, a free fan Ankara, a set up Kotoka transfer. Now, Prempeh II, vice president. Now, catch a committee in the say, Omu Enka say, Kotoka is all mine in our kind, Nuntia, dear Diba kind of fatani pano, and only Accra International Airport. She ohinia or conversation in Nkrumah say, Mummy and Nkrumah can entomb name fa airport no a name after Asantewaa. None Nkrumah rejected. None ne or hinna denensa a shakrata asi say yam for the same international airport no yam for ma cool maker. Nampire ye na akawa abesi
in rejected.
No wonder people cannot.
What can I praise you more? Then they are happy. But the moment you said the truth, not true to not call them. Over social media, baby, what I mentioned and Hamio and Hametra say, you know that to comment is so easy.
Yes.
Or comment there is so easy. No moment can research and the time and minya research and be now spend here more 1 second. Now we be bones. Be a when Musama Sabi, so be free when Mumba say, it's not a can of crow. It's not your can of crow. And the moment she auntie say, maybe a mistake and I had maybe a mistake. Jew for when Jesus. And that's our and no yanny. One crop for my 119 years of the man, going tourism. And once they have made a mistake, sure as you have made a mistake. The overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah. What's a mistake? And the nation and Africa accept that. I don't know what they won't accept it. Ne do her. Be a crackers are quite not what I Asantewaa for. They did that Amazon. I bedi and I house of food. Wouldn't be a miffy. We patch our mommy and to us. Now, Nkrumah, one day near King. Nkrumah Seminole. Inti, share how famous he was to say. Papa ni ye adiebi. Would you know one won't say? Tama Nkrumah wa hon. Not the whole world, you know. Western historians who say it was from Egypt and Herodotus, the father of history. Babesuya de wa Africa. Babesuya de Africa. And no who the civilization no copy. And no ko introduce wo Greece. And the Greece civilization no Greek empire no top from and Rome. Sorry. Rome top from no and Western European powers. Emerge from the Roman Empire. And the cradle of civilization was Egypt. And Egypt was in Africa and still in Africa. So what the white people will have to do, no, and they said, create an artificial boundary, an imaginary boundary between black Africa. Also, say Africa, south of the Sahara. So what you say? And the northern part, Arab part, you know. Arab part, when you're near from Middle East. So what's your history now? Who say the origin of history, the origin of civilization, in fact, the origin of the Judaism religion and the Christian religion, Egypt. I can't say mention. Okay, winning Jew for one, Hebrew for no. Now Hebrew ni akwala bi no a slave. Your friend no Joseph. Oni anu na ton ne de ma Potiphar. And no copy Pharaoh ahimfie, which is historical. And ne nkrofo no so backward omo pe baby abo wo ho adwa and omo ba omo nua e wa ahemfie o invite wo mo mbetena ho to omo 12 and be 12 tribes of Israel. Now after staying there for 400 years that omo ba go and read the Bible. Genesis ube who say a friend is saying Jesse oye Joseph mo papa no ye de no ko Pharaoh enim ana Pharaoh bisa said dan na menyama no se me ne hwe na mo me adwanwe ni bebia menim ti say no na wunwan na metuma ahwe so ama dia. So it means that at the time the Hebrews went to Egypt, they had no civilization of their own, they had no religion of their own, they had nothing, no scholars, nothing. So what you say 400 years later when they were living, Omo population now constrained to about 600,000, and they had developed a religion in Egypt, and that was the Judaism. And the Judaism, you know, a black religion, a African religion, Islam, Muhammad, nya ne nanane a friend is saying Ishmael, Ishmael, ne mami won free Egypt, Tam Abraham, Abraham wakosha akola nyin na wa wo ba wie trouble aba ifie. Na say we hear say pamo akola na no. And the Bible specifically says ya pamo Hagar so onko ni krom Egypt to we tuntum at say me no wo a yete enu ti na abrofo Egypt for na Egypt statue bi on be ho ye nipa statue ni atwa ne hu say na hwene to aso da adenti hwene ne ye flat te say me no wo de no na ya abrofo ye ompese ya ka say Egypt na ya abrofo country nti omo hu yi na ne atwa fitititi nti abrofo atan ache. And then Kwame Nkrumah was the one who break the gap between the north and the south of Africa. Now, because of that, of our Egyptian president Adam IV, and all the northern African countries, you know, not the one would take a kuobi. What you say? What do one would take a kuobi? And Namswa, woman na beye bako, from the Casablanca group, radicals.
Morocco.
Na or science so na that time na bro for na share bibini philosopher be a Leopold Sedar Senghor a philosophy book be or say the Sahara divides North Africa and South Africa and Southern Africa and Africa North and Nkaho book ni title the negritude and Kwame Nkrumah say the Sahara unites us because they divide here in Nkaho be a vacuum. Uti ya hope boko ye hu bi na to the extent to say a land wonantia bet me free akwa North Africa it unites us through that, Nkrumah to show how sincere he was, for so na mane koware Egyptian. So the only man in the world who contracted a political marriage. Oba no nim ni baby a until no one asem the no catch President Nasser of Egypt say Oba wo krom ho mam. So that all Arabs, everybody from northern Africa who said the greatest president then in Africa, aware one nua ba. No kasa omu beti na sign day not for the back ya huma or AU. Egypt for Libya ewo ho ye can say Tunisia ewo ho, Egypt ewo ho, Morocco ewo ho, Algeria ewo ho. It was Nkrumah who united Africa long before his death. No were united Dada. And now within a short period of time, the way I see a peja Ghana, Eddie Cocodrian, your two new year who said there was nobody and no better man. The country was going back. I have John Wyatt and Emmy Kumkotukano. A year to Nkrumah 24th February 1966. Almost celebrating home anniversary the following year. Nkrumah told the National Kotoka told National Liberation Council Samasa, we have failed. Yet then I see America for this papa you're corrupt when you're good. After 1 year, you miss I who said dear Yama or May. The only thing I want to my is a project and now Nkrumah ya ombia no Mukobia, we've been in University of Ghana. School of Administration, 2 bedroom on now, Omo plaque and a bone. So now Nkrumah is here too. O can say no, o can February, March, April, within 2 months, you come kotoka in an abortive culture. So was a son having obey Nkrumah is inti a year, nympha no a year. Inti a shen woman ya papa a year no. Now you say you signed the labor. So in the year 1972, the champion said that you could to Buzia to bring Nkrumah. That time the man was seriously ill. And also Kwame Nkrumah, who was then a professor at the University of Ghana, Professor Francis Nkrumah, in medicine. So unquestioned papa condition. See bet to me the number. No, so in less than 6 months, the man would die. And indeed, and do 6 months in April, January in the Sumano, 27th April, 1972, and Kwame Nkrumah, year. And Sanya Etenon so shocked the whole nation to the extent to say it took more than 10 years. Now, most Ghanaians in this Nkrumah, almost a young penny into a brother, so move and my hair. A bin me body, no, say a rubber, a plastic, a bin a dahona, a near nipa. So, William Shakespeare can say, when cowards die, there were no comets. The heavens themselves blazed forth the death of princes. To be a great to be, there's always some controversy surrounding his death. And also, the whole world, a boto here, na Guinea, for can say a two Nkrumah. Emma, ya de you cry to it, so well bet to match Nkrumah, but dead or alive. You scatter Sabi at the Bema in Ghana.
A bounty on his head?
Yes. Oh, no, we said the area was a Yakoni Fie, Flagstaff House, a whole former president. Near Yin and Taran and Pabuan, the belt, the shirt, the baby, and near the bar, Nkrumah, Accra. Now, your bonny don't go me to poor people in the street. Now, when you saw mine and our domino, when you saw mine and our domino, until after that, no man will have a catch say, Papa, and said, then you be pound from man, or man will bet to Maconani. University of Ghana, Center of Excellence, Etimema free for PhD. So I had this word to Kwame Nkrumah. The University of Ghana, led by a famous historian called Professor Finn, a packet Kwame Nkrumah books at University of Ghana Library BM near the center of the university, near the Petro de Busona Yaseno.
Interesting. So we've learned about Dr. Asantewaa Kwame Nkrumah, Dr. Ernest Gray, Amato, and we've learned about Robert Mensah. The latest, in a few minutes, then we'll be gone, is on Daddy Lumba. Papa?
Daddy Lumba. New word here,
yes.
And also, in just a minute after his death, the whole world at say Daddy Lumba. On Kayo Ebium. Adintra. The BBO here is different. He raised high life to the highest level. You see, high life, as opposed to Francophone music, it's always full of long stories. High life, you know. Yes, nyansa ewum. And a French for you know, instrumentals, the sound. The high life there. until some bugger high life and a hip life. Yeah, but people rather sit back and listen to
the lyrics.
Say, may you not say, you say, what go to obey quiet. No, it's in It was only Lumba. And it made the bugger high life now eliminating a West and eliminating West, baby. And I got to for very few West. And Lumba, no, it to me a big giant bugger high life. No, we are not sign retaining the word storytelling in your fairness high life, which is unique. Number 2, to say be a jewel back a becase Nana Ikua Asaba. Yes, darling, thank you. Oh, daddy, who is Nana Ikua Asaba? Lumba will go forward
clarity
and then describe Nana Ikua Asaba such that baby or shebiano.
You can trace
and I'm actually then so born you ma or ya no abo bidi and na eja tiebi. Lumba debi on kasa tiebi. Then tina wa esa wo feature or no nyumu. Debi on beka de kurentia wa bo wudi e wo no nyumu. You be obeka say yanko Kumase Bushe Kotoko residence na kobi sa obaby nasi eja edu jamfi a wo fi Jamase Chechewere General Polipo eya ne nickname so what you say na
Canada
Japan kwa woni ba to distinguish him from the well-known Canadian Japan name be a feature or yes sad emma who said there are really real characters, and he tries to make them alive in his songs. And then he also creates a conflict wherever he goes. And he said, "One no Gina on why no to Sakwana. Meanwhile, so to say me, number just a few months because 60 was 61. The and I mix. But maybe Yama who said penny Lumba any titty. So what I say, Tom Percy who say when you need 2. Or sister Obia was staging, we used to staging and I saw Kata previous name also. To say Shatawale or Nidi or Stone Boy will do. And they will never let you know. When you say Pat Thomas, 1 minute. If I now momensa. At one kanda. It was only Lumba. And no creative conflict between Charles Kojo Fosu and Daddy Lumba. And he felt so such a drop back that he would never do it. And championed the 2 wherever he went. It was only Lumba. And the back was a mimpa bonio. Tell me so frame my mimpa bondo. Now what here lyrics and I said, or then winning out in your meso without God wouldn't be and yashi. You are babato and your for catch or say, I did back up and say, assuming you are saying Nisika. Because in Yakupon crack, I say, Sika no ne and qua, Andrew, what you knew. Sika no what you knew, Nasika and editor with your now, what to you, dear mamma, your mommy and Kai Ma, Mokwa was so maybe, was as you know, Mumma, what which we was about to from Adam time, a bessie no who I declare young coupon de ma, and the Akan Womajiji, Bessie. Obeto nyum se ohia emu na ohia enyam na obeto nyum abo ehiafo echi obeto nyum se wuo wuo timo tene wonu nyum bebre mu obi asaka se wa achieve a lot na nipa oba be ye bu ameye ni no wu nnekura enha no he was just a comfort to himself na no ne ade ye nya biemu da and then the number of songs
he has
you are just into Nana Ampedu. So this is a man who nya saso biem da. Just say maybe Yankopon the sort or to cause bo adie. Your bomb is or dibium beba. And the way he projected the area he hailed from. Also raw.
Yeah.
Antina Kurukasi from that village, you know, in the Mampong area to another rural school, even though it was one of the best schools in Ashanti. Jabbing, Omabing, pa. One of those schools. He was not influenced by Kumasi factors, nothing. And he didn't project Ashanti. He projected only his region within Ashanti, Sechere. That's the name of the Mampong area. Like the name of Bekwai area is called Amansie. And then we have the Sumichi area. We have Kwabre, area, therefore, Sechere. And that was the only one he would mention.